Major with Riverside PD.
Correct.
Okay. So what happened along 35 yesterday?
Around 2:30 we had a report of gunshot in the area. We were called to Miami Valley Hospital about a gunshot victim. Unfortunately, that victim had succumbed to her injuries, Shauna Cameron, and we have been searching on camera for ODOT cameras and business cameras for any footage that may have captured the incident. We've been told that a vehicle traveling down eastbound shot at the victim's vehicle. The witnesses in the car are being cooperative with us, giving us information on it.
So to be clear, this is not something that anybody reported actually where it happened on the highway. They got to the hospital, and that's when you all are getting the first call to show up in Miami Valley about this after the fact.
That's correct. That's correct.
What did you all find along the highway when you backtracked and went back? It was 35 in Woodman, general area of where you believe this took place?
Between Woodman and Smithville, in that patch between Dayton and us. But we're pretty positive it was in our area at closer to Woodman. We did find some where they went off the road, some fresh tracks off the road at the exit. So according to our witness, he said that's where he pulled off to get assistance, then go to the hospital.
So they drove themselves to the hospital here. It wasn't like they called 911 or anything. They just continued to drive the car they were into the valley?
That's correct.
Okay. Do you have any idea what led up to this? What happened just before? Any motive here?
We do not have a motive at this time. We're just trying to gather as much information as we can. They did not say they were having any problems, did not look like road rage, do not know at this time.
They didn't give any indication if they knew the people or did not know whoever
did not know.
Shot at them?
No.
Do you have an idea what type of gun they were shot with?
I do not right now.
What are you asking for in terms of, you're obviously trying to find the shooter here. Are you looking for witnesses? It looks like you're also maybe looking through some video evidence to potentially see if anybody saw or anything saw what happened here?
Sure. We're asking the public if they were in that area of 35 Woodman, Smithville, Linden Avenue, even near 675 and 35, if they saw a vehicle that was speeding at a high rate of speed, heard anything. Even thinking back, even something small to them, if they would just forward it to us, it could help. Especially if they have a camera, like maybe a semi that has a camera on their cab, it would be very helpful.
So, to clarify, the victims / survivors, their story to you is we didn't do anything here. We're just driving down 35, and all of a sudden we're getting shot at. Is that an accurate way to couch what they're telling you?
Yes.
Is there anything the general public could do to be on the defensive if that should happen to anybody driving on the interstate, somebody points a gun at them or something?
That would be something that if they see activity going, I would exit as soon as possible, or I would even pull to the emergency area if you had to, just to keep away from it. If it's happening in front of you, I would slow and let it get far away from you as possible, okay?
Could you speak to Major, I mean, obviously this has turned tragic because a young woman has died here, somebody else is wounded, but can you touch on how dangerous this is when there is gunfire along a local state highway like this where that happens?
Yes, another vehicle could have been hit, it could have ricocheted off, another car hit another vehicle. We don't know which way a bullet's going to go when it hits a moving vehicle. If it will go left, right, go through the vehicle, we cannot predict that.
So any idea the number of shots fired through either the vehicle that was recovered, the victim's vehicle, or?
We're saying we believe there's at least 2.
This is a homicide investigation now, correct?
Yes, it is.
Any suspects or persons of interest, or that's still?
That's still, we're looking into that. We don't have anybody of interest right now.
Any idea how many incidents regarding road rage in this area at all?
I wouldn't classify this as road rage.
No, I mean road rage in general.
No, I wouldn't know that for sure.
The homicide investigations for you all here at Riverside, Major, they're pretty rare. You guys have what, 1 or 2 a year, if that? I mean, when was the last time you guys had a homicide here in Riverside?
We've had one recently. Yeah, unfortunately are on an uptick of some homicide investigations, but I believe that's throughout Montgomery County, unfortunately.
Did you describe the car they're looking for at all, a color or possible make, or?
All that we know right now, and we're not even sure if that's correct, it's just a dark colored vehicle.
Anything else we did not ask, Major, that you want to mention that you think is important here?
No.
Thank you, Major.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.